Greetings! Today, I will discuss Retatrutide and its role in metabolic rebalancing through the hypothalamus. Retatrutide, LY3437943, is an investigational synthetic peptide developed by Eli Lilly, functioning as a triple agonist for the glucagon-like peptide 1, GLP-1, glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide, GIP, and glucagon receptors. It has shown superior efficacy in Phase 2 and 3 trials for obesity, type 2 diabetes, T2D, and metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, MASLD, achieving up to 24% body weight reduction over 48 weeks and significant improvements in glycemic control, e.g. HbA1c reductions of 1.6 to 2.2%, and liver fat up to 82%. Unlike dual agonists like tirzepatide, Retatrutide's glucagon receptor activation adds unique benefits for energy expenditure and hepatic metabolism, positioning it as a potential metabolic reset agent. If we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Dr. Max McLeod, aka the Nutrition Ninja Doc, founder of MyBodySymphony.com and ARTC.Health, while he continues to research and explore new and better ways to help his patients achieve their health, performance, and appearance goals. I'm here to convey his knowledge and insights about health, healing, and regeneration. Doc Max believes in using technology constructively to improve efficiency and results. That's why he uses this AI-generated avatar to educate and inform. Before we get into it, please leave a like on this video if you find it helpful. And if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button because it goes a long way toward helping spread these health-related presentations to more people. The hypothalamus, a key brain region for integrating peripheral signals, e.g. hormones like insulin, leptin, and ghrelin, to regulate appetite, energy homeostasis, and systemic metabolism, is central to retatrutide's effects. Dysregulation here, often from chronic overnutrition, leads to hypothalamic inflammation, impaired neuronal signaling, and metabolic disorders like insulin resistance and obesity. Retatrutide rebalances this by crossing the blood-brain barrier and activating incretin receptors, primarily GLP-1R and GIPR, in hypothalamic nuclei, such as the arcuate nucleus, ARC, paraventricular nucleus, PVN, and dorsomedial hypothalamus, DMH. This restores neuronal circuits, suppresses orexigenic appetite-promoting pathways, and enhances anorexigenic satiety-promoting ones, ultimately recalibrating overall metabolism. Retatrutide's triple agonism synergistically targets both central and peripheral pathways, with its hypothalamic actions driving long-term metabolic restoration. By activating GLP-1R and GIPR receptors on POMC/CART neurons in the arcuate nucleus ARC and inhibiting orexigenic and PY/AGRP neurons, retatrutide enhances satiety and suppresses appetite. This modulation of GABAergic and TRPC5 signaling reduces hunger signals, leading to a 20 to 30% decrease in caloric intake and the restoration of normal hunger cues, which helps prevent compensatory overeating following weight loss. Phase 2. Trials demonstrate dose-dependent appetite reduction through central nervous system effects, similar to GLP-1 receptor agonists but amplified by GIP synergy. In terms of energy expenditure, retatrutide activates glucagon receptors, GCGR, in the paraventricular, PVN, and dorsomedial hypothalamic, DMH, regions, boosting sympathetic outflow and enhancing thermogenesis. Crosstalk with GLP-1R further increases BDNF expression, promoting neuronal plasticity. These mechanisms collectively raise basal metabolic rate by 5 to 10%, promote fat oxidation, and stimulate brown adipose tissue activity, effectively countering metabolic slowdown commonly seen in obesity. Preclinical data suggest GCGR-mediated lipolysis integrates with hypothalamic signaling to sustain long-term energy use. For glucose and insulin regulation, stimulation of GLP-1R and GIPR inhibits hepatic glucose output via vagal hypothalamic relays and improves insulin sensitivity in ARC neurons. This leads to a 15 to 20% reduction in fasting glucose levels and reduced insulin resistance through normalized hypothalamic nutrient sensing. Clinical evidence shows HbA1c improvements that surpass those seen with semaglutide, indicating potent central modulation of hepatic gluconeogenesis. Additionally, Retatrutide supports lipid regulation and inflammation control by reducing hypothalamic neuroinflammation, partly through microglia modulation, and by lowering lipid accumulation signals via GIP and GCGR pathways. These effects result in a 15 to 25% decrease in triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, supporting liver and vascular health by restoring metabolic flux. Trials in metabolic-associated steatotic liver disease, MASLD, show up to 82% liver fat reduction and antifibrotic benefits linked to central anti-inflammatory pathways. Together, these mechanisms form a virtuous cycle. Hypothalamic-driven appetite control initiates caloric deficit, while glucagon-mediated thermogenesis prevents metabolic slowdown. Over time, this restores hypothalamic sensitivity to peripheral cues, addressing root causes such as leptin resistance. Trials. In a 2023 to 2025 Phase 2 study, N equals 338 obese adults, Retatrutide 4-12 milligrams weekly, yielded 17 to 24% weight loss, with MRI confirmed visceral fat reductions and improved metabolic markers attributed partly to CNS effects, e.g. fMRI showing altered hypothalamic activation. Phase 3, SURMOUNT ongoing, confirms durability up to 72 weeks. Preclinical. Rodent models demonstrate Retatrutide's binding to hypothalamic GLP-1R/GIPR reduces food intake by 40 to 60% via POMC activation, with glucagon adding 15 to 20% energy expenditure boost. It also mitigates high-fat diet-induced hypothalamic ER stress. Comparisons. Outperforms GLP-1 single agonists, e.g. semaglutide 15% weight loss due to multi-receptor synergy, potentially offering broader restoration for hormone imbalances, e.g. thyroid, cortisol. While promising, Retatrutide's full hypothalamic metabolic interplay awaits Phase 3 neuroimaging data, expected 2026. Side effects, GI issues, mild tachycardia, are dose-related, and long-term CNS impacts, e.g., on mood cognition, need study. As of November 2025, it's not FDA-approved, but fast-tracked for a 2026 launch. Retatrutide is available now as a research peptide versus a medication. Every indication is that it is, and will continue to be, a game-changer in helping to restore metabolic health and very likely enhancing longevity. Contact us if you have any questions and would like to learn more about starting on Retatrutide. In summary, Retatrutide rebalances metabolism by leveraging hypothalamic circuits to integrate appetite control, energy use, and nutrient handling, offering a holistic restoration beyond peripheral effects alone. As always, reach out for more information about our health enhancement programs, including bioidentical hormone replacement and peptide therapy. Call 94180655511.